I'm no expert on flash. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ben and I'm a photographer based in North Wales. Postman's just been, a delivery from Amazon. Let's see what's in the box. So we've got the Godox X1 remote trigger for Sony, some bubble wrap, and the main event here is the Godox TT685S for Sony cameras. And then because it's off Amazon, it's from a separate seller, not actual Godox. There's a few random goodies in there as well. So we've got our usual little lens cloth there, and then these are attachments for the flash to attach a little softbox and some little colour filters and whatnot as well, which I'm not going to bother with in this video. It is raining. So, as you're all aware by now, I now shoot on Sony. It's now January, halfway through January. I've had the Sony camera since October. Until now, I've had no flash for it. So, hopefully, this will do the job. In the box, we've got silica pouch, always handy. QC pass card, if that means anything to you. Warranty card, and user manual in Chinese and English. So the flash itself comes in this little pouch. Now I have also previously used a Godox flash for the Panasonic G9. This one's the TT685S, which is for Olympus and Panasonic. It's a tiny little thing, and that came in exactly the same pouch. The one thing I'd like to see with these is a belt loop, because really it's not worth much at all just as it is. You can't stick it in your pocket or anything, so you're going to need to keep it in the bag anyway. So yeah, a belt loop would be nice on there, but otherwise decent little pouch. There's your Speedlight there. Also in the pouch you have this little flash stand, which I'm sure you're all aware of, and that's nice to see. You've actually got a cap over the hot shoe plate as well, so we'll take that off, attach it to our mount for now. It is really raining. I hope you can't hear that. You probably can. So the flash itself feels good, to be fair. I've never owned, but I have held and used one or two Nikon and Canon, it's like OEM speedlights. I can't say it feels any cheaper or anything like that. So a few key points. The tilt, you can go from -7 degrees up to 90 degrees straight up, and then swivel, you've got full 360 articulation there. It's a bit tough, I have to say. It's nowhere near as easy to move around as other flash guns that I've had. Whether that's a good thing or not, we'll find out I suppose. You've got your usual wide angle refractor, I don't know if that's the word, and little deflector card at the top as well. Let's get some batteries in this. So it takes 4 AA batteries. I use IKEA batteries, ladder batteries, basically exactly the same thing as Phantom LUTs. They're off the same production line and everything. So I think, how much are they? I think they're about £4 or £5 a pack for 4 of them, and obviously rechargeable, so can't go wrong with them really. Nice snug fit, they're not popping out of there anytime soon. On the body we also have a DC charging port for some reason. There's a 3.5mm sync port there, and also a micro USB as well, which is for firmware updates, which is a very good thing, to be fair. Let's power it on. Quite like that noise, I'm not sure why. So a couple of points, got a pretty nice LCD screen on the back there, nice and big, you can see all your information. This flash has a guide number of 60. Recycle rate, let's get it on full power, 1:1. Pilot is the red light there. Let's give it a go. About 2.5 seconds, it's not too bad. Obviously, the lower power you use, the faster the recycle rate. So let's get it on camera. So I've not done anything yet with flash settings on the camera. Little tip, just always make sure that you tighten your flash down. There are little connectors in there which lock in to the hot shoe plate. I'm just using the 28mm f2 Sony lens at the moment. I'll go into manual shooting, and usually my go-to settings are ISO 100, f4, and then 1/250 for shutter speed. So have a look. Bear in mind, there's a lot of stuff around me. Right here I've got the big video light in the way with the softbox, and there's another light over there as well. What can I take a photo of? Let's just go with the old sewing machine here. It does help if you switch it into TTL mode. Okay, so now we're in TTL, so it should just automatically give us the correct power. So let's have another go with that. And that looks pretty good, pretty well balanced, and they're all identical as well. Let's try the box here. Let's try it head on. That looks really good actually. Literally just focused straight in the middle on the box itself, and that looks very nicely lit up right there. So I generally, when I'm doing any weddings and whatnot, I pretty much just stick to TTL mode and use those manual settings, and I've never had any issues. I don't do a great deal of off-camera flash or anything like that, but I may well start experimenting now that I've got this, especially because I kept hold of the Godox flash for the Panasonic because these can now connect. They both use the same 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi system, which means I can set them into either the same or separate groups, and along with the X1 trigger, in theory I should be able to have them both set in different areas and control both of them with this on camera. So I'm going to give that a quick go now actually. I need more batteries. So then just a quick look at the X1 trigger as well. Like I say, I've never really done a great deal of off-camera flash or anything, but I have used triggers before. So this takes two AA batteries. Swap them over. Again, it's got a cap on the hot shoe adapter, and I have to say these tightening wheels are a lot nicer than most that I've used in the past as well. There's some you'll get, it just feels like you're tearing your fingers apart trying to move them. So that's quite nice. Okay, so I'm going to try and put these both into group A.
2 hours later.
Word to the wise, use your manuals. But after about 5 minutes of fiddling with buttons, I have this all set up, so I can now control both of these speed lights, one meant for Sony, one meant for Micro Four Thirds, from a single transmitter unit. Still using the same settings in manual mode on the camera. I've not touched the flash settings at all in the camera. So I've set both speed lights to channel 1, group A, and then on the transmitter, manually set group A to be at 1/32 power. So let's have a look, focusing on the camera here. Hopefully we'll see both of them trigger. Yeah, spot on. Those photos are rubbish because I've not set it up at all for the scene, but let's try it in TTL. Okay, so set them both up for TTL now. Let's actually point them towards the camera. Sorry in advance. That's a pretty well exposed image, I have to say. So yeah, I can't see myself using much off-camera flash still, but it's nice to know that I can use both of these now even though they're different flashes, they both use the same system, and with the transmitter I can use both of them off camera as well. Or if I wanted to, there is a hot shoe on top of the transmitter as well, so I could always attach one to the top of the camera itself and have the other one off to the side for a bit of fill light or something. So yeah, buzzing. I can also control flashes optically rather than through radio, but seeing as both of these flashes have the radio wireless functionality, you may as well just use the radio. I'm not playing around with this anymore. I don't want to mess up the settings and not be able to use it how I want. I know that it works, so I'm no expert on flash, and I'd rather just keep it as it is, just in case I do need it. Back in the box. Pretty happy with that from what I can tell so far. I've got a wedding in 2 weeks time, which I'm shooting, so especially at the end of January in North Wales, there's a very good chance it'll be raining, and it's quite a dark building. I actually used to work in the place when I was a chef, so I'm glad I bought this when I did. If you want to see some examples, then come end of January I'll probably have a good few photos taken with this flash gun, probably just in TTL mode. But yeah, if you want to see them, then drop a comment and I'll throw up a little Dropbox folder or something so you can view them. So sweet. Little hint as well, get some of these battery packs on Amazon. It cost me about £5 or something, but when you're doing a busy gig or something and you've just got a load of loose batteries, it's so handy being able to keep fresh ones in a pack like that in your back pocket, ready to go, and then any spent batteries used up, just throw those loose back into the bottom of your bag. That way you know which ones need charging when you get home, even though I just charge everything as soon as I get home. Keeps you organised, and they're dirt cheap as well. So that's it really for this video. Yeah, I needed a Speedlight for my Sony camera, and I've heard pretty good things of this particular model from fellow wedding photographers. So I was looking at the V1 or VS1, V1S, something like that, from Godox as well, which looks great, but it's double the price of this camera. I paid £133 for this, and that's including all those other little goodies in the box and the X1 trigger as well. So I can't really complain at all about that price. Obviously the proof is in the pudding, we'll see how it copes at this wedding, but for 130 quid, I'd say so far it looks like a pretty good deal. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you took something from it. If you want to see more like this, then click subscribe down the bottom there with the little notification bell as well. That'll let you know when I post new videos. I'll leave an affiliate link for both of these flashes down in the description below as well. So if you fancy getting yourself one, if you use that link, I might get a few pennies from that sale as well, at no extra cost to you. And then as always, if you liked it, do give it a like, or if you really liked it, I've got a PayPal link below. If you fancy getting me a coffee, that'd be greatly appreciated. So until next time, get out there shooting, be good, and I'll see you in the next video.